seemed to take issue with the fact that he may have had special treatment. She asked the state's attorney, why didn't you mention he's never had a valid license? She asked the defendant and the defense attorney, why was he allowed to attend his pre-sentencing investigation within...
Tank, what happened? Why are you in a wheelchair?
Shit happen all the time. Should be happening.
Hey, Mark,
I'm all right.
Wait,
No.
we got that fight coming up.
You gotta beat it, bro.
You got a fight coming up for sure.
He's talking to me, dog.
You gotta beat it, bro.
Bro, Tank's talking to
No,
me.
he ain't talking to you.
He's talking to me right now, dog. Champ's talking.
It all kicked off at the Miami airport, where chaos erupted after Gervonta Tank Davis threw a surprise punch at Jake Paul, shocking everyone watching. But things didn't stop there. Outside the courthouse, Jake struck back with an open-handed slap that connected right across Tank's face. That hit wasn't just revenge, it marked the start of something much bigger. Now, this feud has exploded into one of the most talked-about crossover showdowns boxing has seen in years. Let's break down how that single moment sparked massive hype for the upcoming Tank vs. Jake fight in November.
Here's the beef between Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is an amazing boxer who is trained by Floyd Mayweather and has a great record. Jake Paul recently put Gervonta Davis on his hit list and saying he wants to box him soon. Gervonta Davis responded saying, "Jake Paul better leave me alone." Jake Paul responded trolling him and posting this picture calling Gervonta short. He then followed that up by this tweet saying Gervonta is not tall enough to ride the amusement park rides. And lastly, Jake uploaded this tweet of Gervonta jumping into a kiddie pool. It doesn't seem like Gervonta responded to Jake after all this trolling, but the beef is there and I wonder if they will ever fight. Y'all let me know in the comments who you think would win, Gervonta or Jake.
A few days ago at Miami International Airport, tensions were already high. Gervonta Tank Davis had just cleared customs and was meeting with his legal team about a federal investigation connected to a recent raid on his Dubai mansion. That's when Jake Paul suddenly arrived, setting the stage for what would become an explosive encounter.
How extra nice to get that camera.
What's going on?
What's up, Floyd?
I can have what I want.
What you mean with the camera? Oh, you got camera too. So
I
what
can
you
have
supposed
whatever
to be? I'm just working, fam.
What happened? You're not tough anymore since your loss? What happened since your loss? Yo, we gonna bust him up, guys?
I told you before, put that camera
Yo, let's
down.
bust him up. Where you running?
Tensions exploded as security faltered, turning a heated argument into a full-blown brawl. Tank lunged forward, and although guards rushed in, the chaos spread through the terminal and went viral within minutes. A few days later at the courthouse, both men faced each other again, this time in front of a sea of cameras and fans. As Tank stepped out of his car, Jake moved toward the barricade, and the air grew thick with anticipation. Then it happened. Jake delivered a sharp open-handed slap that said more than words ever could. Tank staggered, and the tension instantly hit its peak.
Let it go.
Security quickly stepped in before things could spiral out of control. The moment ended just as fast as it began. Tank was hurried inside by his team, while Jake was guided back to his car as the scene finally calmed down. Behind the scenes, though, Tank's camp wasn't silent. His legal team released a brief statement, avoiding public comments for now but making it clear that nothing is off the table moving forward.
You give us your reaction to the sentence the judge just handed down.
Well, we're not exactly satisfied with a sentence of 90 days home detention. We believe that based on the severity of this incident, it doesn't seem to be much of a penalty to me.
The judge seemed to take issue with the fact that he may have had special...
Rumors are already spreading that Tank might take legal action or even move up the fight with Jake Paul sooner than expected. The truth is, this was never only about boxing. It's about control, ego, and pride. Jake Paul might not be the most technically gifted fighter out there, but when it comes to psychological warfare, no one does it better.
We're in discussions with a lot of names: Gervonta Davis, Anthony Joshua, Badu Jack, Ryan Garcia, KSI, Tommy Fury. So there's a lot of people on the hit list, but Badu Jack excites me a lot, and I definitely want to become world champion. So going after Zerto or Badu sounds like a good game plan to me.
If you had your pick of the litter, in scale of 1, 2, and 3.
First is Gervonta, second is Anthony Joshua, third Canelo.
Today, Jake delivered one of his most powerful psychological blows yet, but make no mistake, Tank isn't backing down. If anything, this moment just lit a fire that can't be contained. Sources from his camp say he's angry, humiliated, and more determined than ever. He's already pushing to lock in a fight date for November.
How about Jake? What do you think of Jake?
Clown.
Yeah.
He's a clown.
Would you look at it as a joke if someone, if your team was like, yo, we want you to fight Jake Paul? Would you be like, come on, man?
I laugh at him. Like, you want me to fight him?
You think it'll ever come to the point where you're going to mix into, I mean, you're obviously doing the real shit, but will it ever mix into the point where the money's big enough
Yeah,
for
would you ever do
to
a fight like that?
I feel as though in my career, I can't do that right now.
Tank wants Jake in the ring and he wants payback. He's done with the social media trash talk and the interviews. It's all about settling things the old-fashioned way, with gloves, fists, and whatever goes down inside those ropes.
Oh, Lord. I'm sorry. I'm just in a silly, goofy mood.
And here's where things get crazy. The fight is officially happening. Jake Paul versus Gervonta Tank Davis is locked in for November, and after everything that's gone down, the stakes have never been higher.
We know that Gervonta is going to fight Jake Paul in November, and then we'll see what happens if there's an AJ fight. Be interested to go from Gervonta Davis to Anthony Joshua, but I don't think the Chavez fight is terrible. I think it's a smart bit of business.
At first, this was shaping up to be just another crossover event, Jake Paul taking on a smaller but faster elite boxer in Tank. On paper, it looked like a size mismatch, but now it's far more than that. That slap turned what was supposed to be a money fight into a personal grudge match, and both fighters are fully aware of it.
Yeah, no, we're working on it behind the scenes to make that happen, and obviously that's a fight where the fans are going to win, and it's going to be the biggest event of the year. We're working on it, but it'd be an exhibition most likely.
Let's break it down. Tank Davis is the undisputed knockout artist of the lightweight division. Fighting at 135 pounds, he's torn through top-level opponents like Leo Santa Cruz, Ryan Garcia, and Rolando Romero, proving time and again why he's one of boxing's most dangerous finishers.
Tank knows better than anyone how suddenly and violently a fight can end. His knockout of Leo Santa Cruz offers a lesson of what not to do against a power puncher.
That definitely was the best knockout. Cause he didn't wake up.
Yeah, he was the only person that didn't know how that fight ended.
Yeah, he felt right there. Like damn that out the ring. He just threw the shot 3 times in a row, but it wasn't like on no it wasn't like faint or nothing. He just kept on it like. Why would you throw it 3 times? Yeah. 1, 2.
He's an absolute powerhouse, combining explosive punching strength with sharp ring intelligence that makes him a nightmare for anyone who steps in front of him.
Who were you gonna call out? What was the plan originally?
I think he was here. He came in my locker room.
Shakur Stevenson?
He wasn't in my locker room.
Jake Paul?
Next question.
Man, god damn, that's not the Gervonta I know.
But facing Jake Paul is a whole different challenge. Jake weighs around 200 pounds and has gone up against heavy hitters like Tommy Fury and even legends like Mike Tyson. He's taller, stronger, and carries knockout power that's proven effective against much bigger opponents.
After Canelo, obviously, didn't materialize, was the next one Tank?
Yeah, I mean, that was on the 1 yard line as well, but he has to rematch, Lamont Roach. He wants to get that back, and then we'll be back in discussions with Mr. Gervonta. But, man, this is the nature of boxing. You have massive fights on the 1 yard line, and things just fall through.
As you're watching, he was a gigantic favorite, and this is on the heels of the Canelo thing. Are you like, what the fuck is going on here?
I don't know though, because I never really thought Tank was that good. It would just take the right fighter to pick him apart, to be honest. Someone who had high activity and wasn't afraid of his power. So I always saw so many holes in his game. So to me, it wasn't that surprising that someone finally gave him some good work.
If you do fight, what weight would it be at?
195.
Oh, wow. So he would go all the way from 40 to 95?
Yeah, I mean, it would be an exhibition.
Okay. And so what does that mean? Is that 3-minute rounds?
Yeah, 10 3-minute rounds.
And when you say exhibition, like, what are the restrictions on that?
No restrictions, just the fact that like we couldn't actually get it professionally sanctioned.
Okay. Is that still of interest to you? Like, if he wins the rematch and you beat Julio, is that of great interest to you later this year?
For sure.
But Jake doesn't have the same technical skill set, and that's exactly what Tank is counting on. He's determined to show that precision, speed, and skill can overcome size and strength any day.
Skill for skill, none of these guys can mess with me. Like, nobody. Like, I feel like my skills is way better than like Floyd. Like, if I'm on my game. You feel? Well, yeah, I take that back. Probably hand in hand. But skill wise, nobody on TV that's fighting right now have more skills than me. Nobody. Like, talking about top to bottom list of fighters that's fighting on TV.
For Tank, it's all about proving that speed, timing, and precision are the real weapons in boxing. But let's not forget Jake isn't a rookie anymore. He's been training seriously for years, and after his win over Mike Tyson in July, his confidence is sky high.
I am looked at by these younger kids as, this is all we know.
Done.
As a boxer, he's the best.
That win, whether people liked it or not, proved one thing: Jake Paul can take a punch and deliver one just as hard. Now, he's setting his sights on the most dangerous fighter in boxing under 140 pounds.
Can pass Roach, and he wanted that Jake Paul fight, which I think Jake Paul would have beaten. Jake is way too big. Tank is 5'5", 135, soaking wet. Y'all think Tank is too small for 140. He ain't beating no heavyweight. I'm not joking. I don't think he would have hurt Jake. He would have to jump up to reach. I don't think he would have hurt him. I tell you this, it would have gone the distance, and people would have been laughing their asses off, and it wouldn't have been good for Tank's brand. I tell you that. That fight would have went the distance. Soon as 5'5" Tank is looking at a 6'2", 6'3" Jake Paul, y'all would be like, hold, wait a second. And Jake Paul be on spread out paws with that arm out and stepping back. And bro, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. But that's a cap, fine. We'll never get to fight anyway. So we'll never know.
There's already talk that the fight could happen in Las Vegas or possibly Saudi Arabia, two places big enough to handle the spectacle. Major streaming giants like Netflix, DAZN, and ESPN are all showing interest. At this point, it's no longer just a boxing match, it's a full-blown global event.
If you do fight, what weight would it be at?
195. It would be an exhibition.
Okay, so it was going to be an exhibition, not sanctioned, but no restrictions. You can knock each other out and shit like that. It was going to be at a catch weight of 195 pounds, 10 rounds, 3 minutes. I've been trying to figure this out. Why was I a Tank hater for wanting to see Tank go up 5 pounds to get some smoke with like Teofimo Lopez or something? I just wanted to see him go up 5 pounds and fight Teofimo Lopez. And all of you were saying, you want Tank hurt, Showbiz. You a hater. You want him hurt. Then I'm convinced, okay, he's too small, but he can fight Jake at 195?
No titles, no rankings, just two men with something to prove, fueled by one viral slap that turned everything into a fight the whole world now wants to see.
Gervonta Davis just posted that he would beat the brakes off of you if you guys fight.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be down. Let's run it. Like, I'll be super, super down. I don't know if
Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right?
Is there a height limit in boxing?
For Tank, this goes way beyond Jake Paul. It's about restoring order, shutting down the circus, and earning boxing's respect back. After weeks of media chaos from the Dubai mansion raid and deportation rumors to the Calvin Ford drama, he knows the entire world is watching his next move.
Something is definitely going on between Calvin Ford and Gervonta Davis. Now, we all seen that knockdown in the 9th round, but what you probably didn't see is what happened after that in between rounds. Check this out. Coach Barry Hunter trained Tank for this fight with Lamont Roach, not Calvin Ford. A lot of people were saying that this performance has something to do with that. So, is something really going on between Calvin Ford and Tank Davis? Check out what Tank had to say.
No, I wasn't really paying attention to the crowd. You know what I mean? I was more so. It's something we gotta work on in the corner, for sure.
A win over Jake wouldn't just rebuild Tank's image, it would silence every critic, troll, and even the boxing insiders who claim he's lost his edge. But before Jake Paul gets his chance, Tank has one more battle ahead, the Lamont Roach rematch. And that fight, it's deeply personal.
How many rematches have you fought?
0.
What do you have to do to create enough separation where this don't happen again?
Whew, it's a good question. It's going to be based on my training camp. I have to push myself a little harder. If that didn't give me the win, and I have room. I definitely have room. I'm not gonna lie, I have room.
You believe you fought the best Gervonta, or do you think he got some more gears?
100% for a fact. I think he might have some more gears, but I fought the best Gervonta that night. I don't want people to get it misconstrued or whatever the case may be. He's a hell of a fighter. Hell of an IQ, great punching power, good speed, and really good boxing ability. A lot of people underrate that. Don't think because of what I did, y'all think y'all can just go in there and think y'all can have the same night, you know what I'm saying, or do the same thing. He still will go upside your head and crack you, and you know what I'm saying, you might end up on the floor. Everybody not built the same, and that's what people getting messed up. He did a whole lot of things that was good in that fight, a whole lot, and I'm telling you right now, if he wasn't as good of a fighter as he was, that would have been, you know what I'm saying? I would have steamrolled. Don't get that misconstrued. He's still the guy he is. It's just he ran into a guy that's on the same level.
Their first fight left fans divided. Some believed Tank narrowly pulled off the win, while others saw it as a sign that his dominance might be starting to fade.
Lamont, it was like he was there, but he wasn't like there for real. Like when you watch all his other fights, you can see like his eyes just look different. When he walked into the ring with Lamont, it was just like, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, because you heard in the press conferences, he was just saying he was just real irritated. He didn't really seem like
he just felt like I think he just trained just to get by. I think he trained to just do 12 rounds. You know what I mean? The Tink that I know, the kid that you punch him in the face, he go crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or if I'm down on the scorecards, I'm gonna go out and go get it. I didn't see it that fight, and I understand it too. When us as fighters, when you get to a certain point in life, sometimes you just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Now, with the rematch quietly set just weeks before the Jake Paul mega event, the pressure on Tank is at an all-time high. He's facing two completely different challenges back-to-back, and one mistake could ruin everything. If Roach comes in sharper, smarter, and more aggressive and Tank takes him lightly, the entire build-up to November could fall apart in an instant.
We was talking in like the 12th round, I think the 12th or 11th. We was talking, right? But he like, you ain't gonna win. I said, why not? What you talking about? He like, man, ain't gonna give it to you. I said, oh, is that right? So, you know, that's how boxing works. It's sad to say, you know, that's how boxing works. I'm not like totally upset. I figured with a superstar, you won't get too much on paper. But I damn sure thought I had it. Especially when they announced the score for him. I was like, oh, they gonna give me a 50-50 win. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, oh shit, here it come. But as soon as I heard that 114, I was just like, damn, alright, this is good. So yeah, man, it's just crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Like it's okay. We gonna run it back.
But if Tank steamrolls Roach and delivers a dominant performance, the Jake Paul fight will stand as the grand finale of an incredible comeback story, one that reminds everyone why he's still one of the most dangerous fighters in the game.
It was a good night for the sport. Didn't get what the decision I want, but we didn't get the loss either, so I felt like I won it the last couple rounds, so it's cool. Lamont is a great fighter. Hopefully I can get that rematch because I know what I can do in a fight.
Amid all the chaos from courthouse clashes to viral slaps, one surprising figure has stepped back into the spotlight: Floyd Mayweather. Despite years of tension, broken ties, and public feuds, Floyd has now officially thrown his support behind Tank Davis.
When is Gervonta Davis going to go somewhere in the power for power? Louis deserve to be in the power for power? Absolutely. Do Terrence Crawford deserve to be in the power for power? Absolutely. But what about Gervonta Taylor Davis? He deserve to be somewhere also in the power for power.
Why don't they give him that credit?
Because he was affiliated with me.
In a recent interview, Mayweather didn't mince words, saying, "If Jake steps in the ring with a guy like Tank, it's going to be bad. Real bad." That wasn't just support, it was a warning. Coming from the man who discovered Tank, built his career, and once called him the future of boxing, those words carry serious weight. Despite all the past drama, Floyd still knows exactly what Tank is capable of.
Tank Davis, he was a young kid, came up to me when he was a kid, wanted an autograph. I signed his phone for him and told him, "You'll be world champion someday, and I'll be your promoter." Years later, he was working with some people from our team because our team is huge. We got guys in DC, Baltimore, Philly, New York, all around. He won a few fights. I think he was like 8 or 9-0. I told him, in under 24 months, you'll be world champion. Made the right moves, put him in the right position. He's a multi-millionaire now.
Absolutely.
He was a kid that couldn't even buy a bus ticket. Now he's a multi-millionaire.
Jake may have no fear, but Tank is built from pain, pressure, and pure resilience, the kind of fighter molded by struggle and hardened by every battle he's faced.
Tank Davis, bad dude. See, what I like about Tank is Tank brings something different. You know, back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer, George was a puncher, Ernest Shavers was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in. Yeah, he fights to the level of his competition. Yes, he was doing that a lot. And he got to be careful of that. 2 fights ago, he was really doing that. You feel me? So you got to be careful of that, because if you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you got to be careful of. Other than that, Tank.
So that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and tap the bell icon so you never miss our upcoming uploads. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next one.